So as we wrap up, what are your top tips or advice for listeners who are looking to transition into higher education, maybe even nonprofit too, or just starting out in the field?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, we're here talking about technology. We haven't quite mentioned AI yet. I
Right.
certainly would say that's something that is really, I mean, as we all know, it's disrupting every single space. But in particular, in higher ed, you have students who are using it at, I believe, around a 90% clip in their personal and school lives. You have
Mm.
faculty that are um, having to redo curriculum, and they're
Right.
figuring out, can I use tools to detect this? Should I give up on that and find some other way to, should I embrace it? You have beleaguered staff that are like, feel like they, might be replaced by it. And so I say all that to say, I would encourage anybody to be reading and learning as much as you can about LLMs and generative AI and agentic AI and things like that, because it's on our end, we're looking at ways to incorporate that into our platform and into folks' workflows, so that you look at universities that have you might want to be an admissions officer. Well, an admissions application now should have a chatbot that's helping prompt and get people, dragging them further through the process on the easy stuff. Or if you're providing support services for students, you know, if you're not experimenting with something to help reduce, like, again, ticket level, or the sort of initial inquiries or gates that students have to go through, you're spending time that maybe other folks are not. And so
Yeah.
that would just be one note for everyone, maybe the most obvious one, that the workforce, the professional workforce in particular, and the academic one as well, there's so much going on with AI right now. If you're looking to jump into that space, I think having background on how that can, how AI can be utilized in whatever job you're looking for, and having some, even if it's just your own training, that I think would be immensely valuable. Like, I don't think I would hire someone that came knowing nothing about, how some of those tools would be utilized. Um,
That's great advice. I love that. Yeah.
uh, a second thing, again, from our end, we do work with K through 12. We do work with nonprofits of all sizes, and we do work with higher ed. In terms of looking at the different places, I would say find your area, be great at it, try and be amazing at one particular thing, but then also make sure you've diversified yourself. For example, if you're want to go into fundraising, you want to be a major grants officer, that's great. But like, it does not hurt to have a background in other thing, whether it's writing, whether it's operations, or other areas where some of these groups appear, at least from my end. And I'm sure our company and other companies they're looking to find more efficiencies. Not Their hiring is lower than it has been because people are trying to keep a lid on things. And so if you have a diversified portfolio of skills, I would be looking at where you can provide value to an organization, sort of in like a sports analogy, someone who can play multiple positions.
Right.
But I still think, being great at your one thing, and then having that diversification, that's striking the balance there. That's another area I would say is important. Again, I'm thinking about interviews that we do, where I'm looking for somebody that looks like they, have the eye of the tiger, and they want to be the best at something, but they also know that they're able to hop in and help other teammates. So
Yeah,
those are,
that's great. I love that. Yeah, being able to diversify yourself and have those different areas where you can be an expert.